Uh-huh. See, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. What are the chances I can make this? Oh. Alright, until you find them. Oh, catch it. Oh. Man, I'm getting good at this thing. Well, it's 6 o'clock. Sun's gonna go down in about 2 hours. But I just finished all my errands for the day. Hopefully I'll get some time to actually cut some hay here because I think we'll have a window. Still got the Leaning Tower Pisa muffler, but you know, it's just the way she goes. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to cut all of it today, but I am gonna cut the super thick stuff that hasn't been cut all year today, which is good because I'll give it an extra day's worth of drying. So I don't mind getting at it in spurts here, but I think I'll have to do the rest tomorrow. But let's get to it. I lost my tire chalk, so I guess we brought nature's tire chalk with us here. But yeah, I'll meet you guys out in the field. And I took the wide front off because I'm getting this ready to go in the shop to overhaul this in the winter. And man, it's going to make operating this a breeze. The only thing that sucks, I don't got my toolbox in the front anymore, also known as a loader. Yeah, here's our ditch. We're going to do 2 passes. We're going to do this first pass here, which I actually did earlier this year. Then we're going to do our second pass down there. And this is like second cutting, so a lot less stemmy and a lot more fine. But this hasn't even been cut all year down here, so definitely going to be more down here. But this ditch likes to really make my hay bind jam up, so it might be a slow, painful process, but I'm not that worried about it anymore. Man, I much more prefer this without the loader on it. I don't even know if I want to put the loader back on it, honestly. Cutting time. Considering we're doing 2 passes, I'm staying a little high up. I have the swath set on the left side, or the right side in the camera here in, but I have the other swath as wide as open as possible. That way, I can kind of keep the grass more off the sharp angle of the ditch. So when I'm baling, the baler isn't, you know, bottoming out on the mountain tip, for lack of better words. So far so good though, but this grass is a lot shorter. It's going to be a lot more interesting once we get to the bottom of the ditch. Oh, ditch billboard, what do we got? Budweiser. That looks like an old can too. That's Culver's concrete mixer cup. Pretty much see everything in these ditches except 20 bucks. Okay, we're kind of turning it all into $2. She's cutting pretty good. And if she misses a little bit on the bottom, that's fine, because I'm doing a second pass anyways. It's hard for me to record because I still haven't fixed this problem. So if I want to cut right, I gotta hold the throttle wide open. I can't do that when I'm recording, obviously. Cutting fine. It is what it is. There, I can record if I put it first. That's cutting okay. It's not perfect, but I mean, when your equipment's thrice the age of you, you kind of expect that. 504 is driving a lot better too. I think it's because the loader's off. It's not really walking on me as much. I mean, it still walks. This steering's pretty loose. The tie rods down there are just huge. But she's still giving her. I don't think I'll be able to mow up onto that ditch. It's at too much of an angle, but I'll probably get another 4 feet down, maybe 3. Get a second pass, and I think honestly, Lord willing, we have enough time to do it because I don't got much further to go here. The sun's always getting in my shop. Uh-oh. I figured this would happen eventually. The belts are not belting properly anymore on the hay bind here, but honestly this is the first mechanical problem this hay bind's giving me, so I'm not that worried about it. Looks like we still got 2 more there, so hopefully they can keep on keeping on, and I guess we're just going to see what happens. I do have a replacement belt for it. It came with the baler, so not that worried about it. Just kind of sucks. Could see some more slippage there now too. I have no idea where the other rib went. Is this a 3 rib? No, this is a 4 rib. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I don't know where the other rib went, but you know, it's just the way she goes. Now looking at it here, I don't know if I should go back and mow. That sun's going down. Mow this way, or if I should go all the way back there, mow on top. The downside of doing it this way is you're driving in the ditch. And usually that's kind of frowned upon, but it doesn't feel wet. And I don't know if I'm going to cut this up here or not. I don't know if I got permission. We kind of share the ditches around here, so I just know I need to do one more pass. I think I'm going to play it safe, go all the way down there and cut towards this way again, and hope I have enough sunlight left over, but truth be told, I don't think I will. Either way, we'll get some started, because if I was cutting driving this way, then the tractor would be up at an angle kind of there. I don't think the hay bind would be sitting just right. I'd feel better if I started from the beginning, back over there. Yeah, judging by how all that stuff is too, and how long it took for me to do the short stuff, I don't think I'll have time to do all of it today, but at least we'll get some of it, and that's what counts. Well, I guess the universe said I'm done, because as soon as I engaged the PTO, that belt blew up. So, I guess I'm done for the day. Get that belt fixed tonight though, and we'll get back to her tomorrow. Well guys, it's about 18 hours later, and this thing sucked to fix. And it mainly sucked because I routed the belt wrong, and I spent forever trying to fix it, but I finally fixed it. I even mounted this toolbox on here too, which is kind of crafty. I only have 1 bolt holding it on though, so I also have a bungee cord at the moment, kind of holding it so it doesn't shake around. But let's get back and finish cutting the rest of that hay and just hope it doesn't rain later. Looking good, looking good. Round 2. I lost my little block chuck. I have it somewhere at my place. I just don't know where. So good old firewood. Great for about everything. Now, I had never made a second cutting in this ditch before, so I'm really curious as to see what surprises it has in store for me. Yeah, it's some real thick stuff. It's not jamming up though. But right now I'm kind of bottoming out on the ditch, so sometimes the other end raises up a little bit and we're bridging our cuts. Hey, some hay is better than no hay. I just got to make sure I don't bury that sickle into the dirt. We just got to hope we don't get a lot of rain, because if we do, this hay is going to sit and soak right on the bottom of the ditch. A little sprinkle here and there is whatever, but if we get a soaker, forget it. Hey, that's ditch hay life. Let's back up and gauge how deep we are. Yeah, we're riding on the bottom. Lift it up a little bit. I don't give the ditch a trim. Make the ditch small, just trying to give it a trim. All the hydraulic instructions, 4, 5, 4. Bring her up. There we are. Now she's coming around. Hydraulic pump is the first thing I'm going to rebuild on this 504 when we overhaul it this winter. Yeah, kind of looking at it, we'll gauge it about right there and then lay it by ear. Oh, somebody went to Quick Trip. What's all that racket about? Great, it just spit out a bearing. What's all that racket about? Oh, great, it just spit out a bearing. Uh-huh. See, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I let this run in my driveway for 30 minutes to make sure everything was fine, but I'm guessing a bolt let loose. Yeah, that's... So I did have one strip bolt, but it was still holding, and that let loose, and well, it shook everything else apart. Fortunate enough for us, I think I could bend these washers back. This doesn't look too bad. The bearing itself still spins, so that's still good. So I think we can still get back out here, but man, that sucks. I guess I'm gonna have to find another bolt and bend these back. I brought my toolbox with me in case, you know, something like this happens out here, but well, this is a little too catastrophic. So back to the homestead. I think it's the curse of the Quick Trip sandwich that really screwed us over here, but that's farming. And to make matters worse, I realized the U-joint exploded too, and it's a Sunday, no parts stores are open. I doubt they'd have the right parts in stock. And with my work schedule being the way it is, I really get small windows to do this stuff, so well, I mean, I'll try and fix it, but I honestly think I'm just done. Unfortunately, I'm only making a quarter the amount of hay I was planning on doing, but well, at least I'm making something. It's just a very costly run here because this broke. The hay rake is kind of cobbled together, but we're not even going to use that, and the baler has a blown tire right now. But I'll get a tire mounted on that by Monday, but oh well, away she goes. Well, now I'm really confused. I'm still digging out needle bearings, but I found enough to completely pack this one back together. So I'm thinking this isn't this thing's first rodeo when it comes to blowing up needle bearings. That's from other past fallen soldiers, but I mean, what do you expect from a 60-year-old piece of equipment, you know? Actually, I think I know what happened. The needle bearings on this side, this one also gave up some, you know, bearings, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weld that and just send it for now, just so it doesn't fly out, and it should get me through a season here, or at least one more cutting. I mean, it still feels like it's got good travel and whatnot, but after that, we'll take it back on off and replace it the right way. Yeah, here's the carnage right here. Just absolutely bent these up, even bent the big cast piece up. These I can bend back, but this is going to be kind of a challenge, but honestly, I think we'll be able to do it. So I'll get back to you guys once I, well, get all this off. I'd still hold a bearing. Oh, that got wallered out there, but at least the other two, well, three there will center it, so I'm not that worried about it. This is what happens when you think you can get away with two tight bolts and one that's only kind of tight. All this because of one stripped bolt. And that stripped bolt is somewhere in the ditch over there, rightfully where it belongs. So away she goes. And then if you look at this guy, yeah, she's a little kitty wampus too. Kind of looks like the symbol of the Empire. And the chicken's broke in the shop. Gosh dang it. This is not my day today. Well, I'm pretty smart of this redneck ingenuity. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Yeah, we'll go this way. So, yep, that's a rotor. And yep, this is another rotor. Set her right on there like such. Yeah, two Honda Civic rotors, a trailer hub as a spacer, and a lawnmower blade just as a flat jacking surface. And if we watch it, flat enough for who it's for. Oh yeah. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get this out. Looking pretty good. Now I just got it in the redneck metal brake right here. I'm going to try and get the most of these little not flat, get this flat, and then grind off this sheared up metal, and I think this will be good enough. You know, for something that's going to get replaced, I'm not going to give it all the attention in the world, but I think that's good enough. I'll hold the bearing. Now, we got to bend this guy back. Well, good enough for who it's for. I mean, that's looking pretty straight. I guess the top there's a little bent, so maybe I'll put a little bit of something there and try and fix that, but besides that, I think, honestly, we're pretty great. So all I got left to do here is weld these guys, just a couple tacks so they don't go anywhere. And as you can see, I mean, it's still articulating and whatnot. It can still do its job, but we'll fix this the right way, you know, when we have time to do that. Laying tacks and dropping facts. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. One more. Oh yeah. Actually, the heat helps loosen it up a little bit. You gotta look at the bright side of life. You know, the whole irony behind this is yesterday, I didn't even realize there was a grease zerk right here until yesterday. So I'm like, shoot, I've been mowing at this all year and I didn't even grease this once. So I greased it, and then sure enough, the next day it explodes. Completely unrelated to, you know, the current circumstances, but it is what it is. I think I accidentally forgot to put the protective rubber boot on. Oh yeah, I totally did on that one. But you know what? That's okay. We don't need to worry about that. That's just something negative, and we don't need negativity in our life right now. We need grease in this bearing. That's what we need. Grease the heck out of it. All right. Then maybe I'll grease it when we're cutting. Next up, let's get this guy on. Well, folks, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I actually fixed it. Got the bar all mounted back up. This is all done up. And I tightened that guy up. All right. Let's hook her up to the tractor and start her on up. Oh, fingers crossed, fellas. Never stand in front of a tire when turning on a tractor. I just want to double check something here. I had to grind down these bolts too because they were hitting the pulley here, the sheave, whatever it is. All right, well, let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Just kind of throttling it. Not fully engaged yet. All right, send it. Now the bright side of doing all this work is at least I got really familiar with this thing. Let's see how she acts under a load though. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, I'm starting at the same time I did yesterday, so thought I'd get a whole bunch done today, but well, that's farming. Well guys, wish me luck. safe. Let's go check on it. All right, fingers crossed. Hopefully that Loctite held up. The bearing ain't too hot. The U-joint's U-jointing. I don't like how close that's rubbing. In fact, that is rubbing. I don't know why that is, but it looks like it's done that in the past, but it's definitely something to take into consideration. It looks like that's adjustable if I loosen that nut and just kind of twist this a little bit. Oh well. But besides that, it looks pretty good. Nuts are all staying in place. That bend was just already there. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep on keeping on. Well, so far so good. The only downside is I just got to keep it in first gear high. Otherwise the reels jam up because it's so thick. But I guess you could say that's called suffering from success. So, oh well, it is what it is. Fortunately, our limiting factor is the sun. Going first gear takes forever, and I still want to do other passes on the other side too. I really don't think I'll be able to finish what I want to do, but I don't know. I've been surprising myself every day about getting stuff done for the past week, so maybe today will be another one of those days. I know those will be some quick passes, but here I got another pass to do on this ditch. Technically 4 I could probably do, but I don't know if I'm going to get to all that. Hey, for every row we cut is another $1 made, so it's a very slow and steady race. My pinky. It's turning purple. That's normal, right? Now on to the next ditch now. So far, so good. Got really sideways earlier. That was kind of sketchy. Kind of had to pull out of the curve a little bit. This is going to be real thick right here. I think I'll drop her in 1. I have been able to play with second gear a little bit. Let's see how she likes this. Up, shoot it up. Getting a lot better. Yes, sir. I think there's a hidden culvert in this ditch though, so I gotta be careful for that. See, a disc bind sounds pretty nice, but that's not really the theme of the channel. Plus, this is paid off. Pot there. I can put my tomatoes in that. Oh man, we might have a real good sponsor now here. Ion Alloy. Never mind, we got some Rep wheels over here. Rep wheels. You know, I was hoping it'd say Ford, but no, someone's rolling on Reps. No wonder that's going. Like that, we're at the end here. I think we do have time for one more pass. Hopefully. herself. Disengage. Oh. Yeah, it ain't even. Oh, that's hard to do two-handed. I was close though, I'll take that. Oh, man. Let's get some. Alright, we're at the beginning of the great trip. Let's see if we get lucky again. Oh, not at all. Alright, I'm not even going to bother gambling with that. What are the chances I can make this? Oh. Alright, until you find them. Oh, catch it. Oh. Man, we're getting good at this thing. Got the wood. Everything's holding up over here. She's keeping on. That's pretty good. Keep up the good work, buddy. We're almost done. In fact, we're almost done for the year. We're cutting, and man, she is thick. I'll go check the wind real quick here, make sure it's, actually cutting all this. Yeah, it is. Oh, all right. That sucks too, because I think I can make another pass, but I really don't think I'll have the time for it. Yeah, this wasn't cut all year. She is thick. But she ain't gumming up the hayvine. So that's pretty awesome. Right up to the push bar. Just abandon the other ditch and come back to this one, because this one's a lot better looking than that one. That way I could at least finish up this ditch today. Woo! I gotta look out for the field drainage vents. Best cutting ever, and it'll probably get rained on. Ah, it is what it is. It's only a hobby. Sunset's kind of nice though. Well, it's not setting yet, but it's pretty aesthetic. International 46 balers can be putting in work. If I wasn't selling to horse people, I'd totally try and get around baler by now. Oh well. At least they're more cooler this way. It's a good workout too. careful here though, because I'm pretty close to that corn. We aren't corn farmers, we're grass farmers. I wonder what happened if I ran the tractor. Man, some headlights would be really nice right now. Drop her down a little bit. Losing tonnage. Yeah, this is like a 45, 50 foot ditch. Varies on parts, but she's yielding pretty good. Not being cut all year and all. Man, I really wish I had a tedder to dry it out. But beggars can't be choosers. Those crimpers have to be helping somewhat, even though it's grass hay. There's some thick stuff in there with some stalks. Dinner too with all the bugs I've inhaled. Well folks, here we are reaching the end. Unfortunately, the sickle bar keeps jamming up, so I don't think we're cutting as much grass as I think we're doing. Which kind of sucks, because I'm missing out on a lot if it's truly not cut. I think I can go straight here. I think I've been wrong. But, oh well. It is what it is. Either way, we'll still get a good cutting here. Oh yeah. That rear end's dropping in the ditch there, in the culvert. There's the guy's yard even. Right up to it. Yeah, look at that. Okay. And that was me going slow. I tried everything. It was just downright being difficult. You still cut hay. So it is what it is. Backing up gets it out. Nice. But then I gotta sit and wait forever on the hydraulics too. How will that work? Yeah, you see my sickle bars down there? Yeah, so that could be another reason why we weren't cutting the greatest. Got some bent up sickle bar teeth and guides. But we'll get her going. In the end though, we cut a lot, and we got a lot done. Maybe not as best as I would have liked to, but it's better than getting nothing done at all to begin with. Oh, I'm not going to have a good light this time. And, alright, fine. I heed. Wooden block time. Nailed it. Alright, let's hope that lands behind the tire. Man! This thing is so dramatic. Aw, not as lucky. Catch. Booyah. See, another reason though that we cannot be cutting some of the lower stuff is because we basically got the Golden Gate Bridge here when it comes to length. So that could also do it as to why, you know, we're kind of bridging over some grass, but I still think we got a lot cut. The worst part is we still couldn't even finish all of it. I started early this morning, but I had to fix the belt, and then the sickle bar exploded, and I had to fix that. I guess I'm just happy I started at the time I did. Otherwise I probably couldn't have gotten anything done at all, but we got stuff done nevertheless, which is nice. Now let's go home. My goodness. You go what I'm here. Headlights would be real nice right now, but hey, we're legal. We got the triangle. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm really proud, even Frobert here is really proud of our job fixing this. It held, and we still cut a bunch. Unfortunately, our sickles were starting to let us down, but that's kind of just the nature of mowing thick grass with a, you know, a sickle bar. It's so stringy that, you know, it just can't cut it properly. And that wasn't cut all year, so I'm glad we managed it, and I'm glad we fixed this. That is awesome. And it looks like all our nuts are still tight. Everything's holding together. This was rubbing, which was kind of concerning, but it seems to be doing fine. The 504 held up great, like it usually does. I can't wait to overhaul it though, because she needs it. And if we go look at the sickle bars here, it's definitely somewhere in the middle here it kept jamming up. Oh yeah, I think that's what we had going on. Yeah, and there's just some anti-coagulator things or whatever that are just missing. That tooth just straight up broke on the end. But hey, it's still cut and it still did its job. Oh, and now my battery's too low. The flash died on my phone, so you guys are just gonna have to listen to my voice. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please drop a like, please comment, and please subscribe. Apparently if you say that loud enough, the actual buttons glow up. So yeah, look at them. All right, ready? Like, comment, subscribe. Apparently the buttons glow up when you say that out loud. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. I'm gonna go throw Frobert the frog in the pond now, and you guys have a great rest of your day or night. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Toad.